In today's video, I'm gonna walk through how to hack Peloton and get it for much, much cheaper. So if you're trying to save money, get ready to watch this video. All items are linked down below. They're affiliate links, they support the channel, and I appreciate you for clicking them. Thank you so much.
I don't give a damn about who you think I am.
Hi, my name is Shervin, where we leverage technology to live happier and healthier lives. In today's video, I'm gonna walk you through how you can set up your own Peloton bike, not actually buying the bike, and save you literally thousands of dollars over multiple years, and even thousands of dollars just on the first day. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, and let's get into the video. We are now in the garage. I'm gonna show you this Peloton Hack bike that I actually use right now. I've ridden the Peloton, I've ridden the SoulCycle bike, and I have videos, reviews on both of those if you wanna check that out on the channel. But what I've ended up going with was a cheaper route because I just don't bike every single day, maybe like 2 to 3 times a week. I think that's still a lot more than average. I just sometimes take breaks. I might not bike for 2 to 3 weeks. I just didn't feel like it was in my best financial interest yet to invest in a Peloton, but there are certain reasons that I would highly recommend you get one, and I still want to get one, just not yet, you know? You gotta make some more money first. So how to save money is what I did is I got this Sunny Health bike. This is a decent quality bike. It's magnetic resistance, so when you actually spin, so let's put the mic here, we'll loosen it. It's got its resistance right there. But if we go ahead and we spin the pedals, it's pretty much no noise. Honestly, there is no noise at all. I can't hear anything. So that's one of the best things is I could have gotten with a cheaper one. There's actually one that's like half the price, but I wanted the magnetic resistance because that's the same, similar-ish quality you're getting on a Peloton. I think those bikes are much, much higher quality, but this for the price, it's good enough. It's magnetic resistance, as you can see right there. This magnetic resistance makes it so there's no contact, no friction, there's no maintenance required. If you get one of the ones that do have maintenance required, it's just something more you gotta deal with, and I didn't want to deal with that. I was willing to pay that little extra price to not have to deal with replacing the brakes and all that. But overall, this bike is pretty good quality. The seat, I kept the regular seat. Some people your butt might hurt after a little while of like longer rides. You can replace this or get a cover for it. I found it to be good. Obviously, what's nice is it's adjustable, right? It goes front to back, it goes up and down. You can adjust this. You wanna have this to kind of the top hip point. And then even the handlebars adjust. They go forward and back via this right here. And the thing I absolutely love about it, it has an iPad phone mount. I can put my iPad right here, my phone, and that allows me to take the Peloton class. I don't have to buy an extra mount, and it's just easy. I just slide it on and in, nothing else to worry about. I have my resistance knob. This one goes much deeper than the actual Peloton one, so it's hard to differentiate the numbers in terms of what resistance they're calling out versus the resistance that I want to try to match. So that's one of the downsides is if you actually get the Peloton bike, it'll show you the resistance that you should be at in this current moment and what your resistance level is. So if you're not in the green, it won't show you. It'll show you on the actual Peloton bike, but you won't be able to see that on here. So that's probably one of the bigger downsides. But the cadence is the other piece. Are you within the cadence? On the Peloton Digital App on the iPad, I can still connect the cadence sensor. And what I bought was the Wahoo. I don't know if you can kind of see that right there. There it is, it's lighting up. That is the Wahoo cadence sensor right there. I pasted it on the inside. Kind of, you can tell it barely misses that point, but that cadence sensor will then connect to my iPad. And on the Peloton app, it actually works with external cadence sensors, and it'll show my cadence on the iPad as I'm biking, which is amazing. And it also connects to an external heart rate monitor. So I usually use my Whoop strap, or you can use the Apple Watch if you use the iPhone app, or sometimes I'll use kind of a chest strap. So I can get my heart rate and cadence. The one downside is the cadence doesn't show what you should be, whereas on the actual Peloton bike, you'll be able to see, all right, I should be cadence between 70 and 80, but right now I'm only at 65, whereas this you only see that you're at 65. And then the last downside is when it comes to the leaderboard. I think the leaderboard is probably one of my favorite parts about this bike. Maybe we should change some scenery. This is the ice bath right there. Video coming out. Do you want to see a video on the ice bath? Is that the Sunny Health bike and the leaderboard on the Peloton Digital App is that on the actual Peloton bike, you get to see yourself going up and down against the people you're racing racing against. There still is a leaderboard on this bike and on the Peloton Digital App on the iPad, but it doesn't rank you. It doesn't give you like a number, a score. You also don't get your total power output. So there are some data points you're missing when you're using kind of this bike and the Sunny and the iPad or an iPhone. So that kind of competitiveness that I do love about the Peloton bike is missing when you're going this route. But in terms of cost, that's where it totally destroys what it would be worth to get the Peloton bike. So when it comes to cost, getting this, I'll show you. The bike itself is about $600. It was just a regular bike. Now it's Amazon's choice. So you know it's good. When it's Amazon's choice, you know it's good. I got the bike for about $600. The Wahoo Cadence sensor right here was about $40, $50. And then I did buy extra pedals, so you can buy different kinds of pedals. I bought these, which have SPD on one side, as well as the Delta on the other side, just in case I have outside visitors. And then you can buy shoes. I still have my SoulCycle shoes from when I bought the SoulCycle bike. I kept those and I love them. I have the little Delta cleats on the bottom. And then when I have friends visiting and they don't have SPD or Delta shoes and they just want to use regular shoes, I have these. So it's a Delta cleat on the bottom and it's a cage for your shoe, and then it goes on. That way they can use it, they can take it off, and I can still use my regular shoes, and it's not in the way when I'm not using it. So that option is there. I bought this on Amazon, and it came with those little cleats. I'll have that linked below as well. And then I have a little bit of a gym padding that I use. It's decently okay. I've heard foam is not that good from the Garage Gym Reviews YouTuber. I would highly recommend you get something different, but if you want to get those, I'll link that below as well. And then typically if you don't get one with an iPad stand, you want to get some kind of iPad or iPhone holder. I like this one because it's built in. Another option is getting like a mat, like a yoga mat type of thing. This is the SoulCycle mat for your bike. I think Sunny Health also has one. So you can get that instead of kind of the gym tile mats that I have here. And then overall, this comes out to the price listed here. I think it was like $750 maybe. The Peloton Digital App is then $13 a month. Membership per year Peloton Digital is about $150, $156, whereas the actual bike is $480. So just in that, you're spending, what, like $300+ extra per year of owning the Peloton bike versus owning this. So just getting this, $300 per year is already saved. Now the Peloton bike itself is what, $2,250. If you build this bike on your own, you get the little extra things, so you have some of the data that you want. That's what, $700? $750, let's say. So you're saving about $1,300 getting this bike. Add that subscription fee, which is another $300. So even in your first year, you're saving $1,600 of first year costs, which I thought was absolutely worth it because the Peloton subscription is $480 and this bike itself is almost the same price as the Peloton subscription on the bike itself. The good thing about the Peloton bike, if you do that $40 a month, is you can have an unlimited number of users. So if you have friends who want the Peloton Digital, you can sign up there. So if you want to save another money, find a friend who has a Peloton bike and register your account on there, and you don't have to pay the Peloton Digital subscription. I did not say that. Peloton, don't delete my account. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was the Peloton bike hack using a Sunny Health bike. The quality isn't obviously great. One thing I've noticed is in the higher resistance levels, it starts to skip a little bit. So it's something to keep in mind. It's not the highest quality bike. It is very good quality, I would say though. It's good enough. If this thing lasts me 2 years, it's saved me more money than getting the Peloton bike with the Peloton subscription in itself. So if I want to upgrade to the Peloton bike in 2 years, it's plenty worth it. And I highly recommend that you first get the bike, get something cheap, right? First make sure that you're gonna get in the habit of actually using it, because a lot of people will just buy it and then it just collects dust. So that was kind of my test, is I love using it, and I've been using a Peloton bike for maybe 1 or 2 years now. I want to make sure that I stuck it out for at least 2 years minimum before I got the Peloton bike. And I know a lot of people who start this way and then they upgrade to the actual Peloton bike. So that would kind of be my recommended route, to make sure you're actually using the bike on a consistent basis and it becomes a part of your lifestyle, because it's not just exercise, it's a lifestyle. So get in with a lifestyle. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get a nice mirror, because you want to be able to see yourself when you're biking. It makes it more fun, it makes it feel like you're in the studio. I would also say one more thing is, on the actual Peloton bike, the screen is bigger, tilted higher up, and you can see more of what's going on. With the iPad or iPhone, it's much smaller. It's a little bit of a downside, but hey, you know, you're saving money. Okay, you don't get all the things. Oh yeah, one more thing is this cup holder is freaking tiny. If you have one of those Nalgene bottles, you are not gonna be able to fit that in there. So I usually put my water bottle right up here, because it just never fits. Keep that in mind if you get this bike. I think the Peloton one, it fits bigger water bottles and you get 2 cup holders versus you only get 1 on here. Oh yeah, 2 more things. You can follow me on Peloton. Shervin Yoga is my username on Peloton. And you can Chromecast AirPlay the video feed if you have a TV installed, which is absolutely amazing. I think that's really, really cool. Olivia Amato is my favorite instructor, so shout out to her. She's freaking hard and she always says athletes, athletes, athletes. And as with Peloton, you get a whole bunch of other things like meditation, cycling, running, stretching, boot camp, all this other kinds of workouts, which is really beneficial. I don't use them, but they can be helpful if you like them. And that was the Peloton Hack bike. Make sure to like this video, share it with a friend who's also trying to get a Peloton bike but wants to save some money. There are obviously some pros and cons. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.